Toxfale IV, take one.
Backstage, you're really nervous, you're shaking a little bit. It never changes. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the wrestling game. Once you go through those curtains, something takes over. I became the first, and so far the only, foreigner to go through the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo 100%. I'm gonna crush you. Meaning everything that the Japanese did, I had to do. The work and the training was so hard. I had to really dig deep to survive. That's why they gave me the opportunity to open my own school in New Zealand, because they know that I can teach what they taught. Okay, welcome to the very first New Zealand Dojo tryout. You're here because you want to get somewhere, okay? The opportunities are real. I've been through it. You know where I've been. You know my results. This is the Rogue General Toxfale, and I am the head coach of the New Zealand Dojo. I've been wrestling for over 10 years, and now I have a school where I can teach everything that I learned, and I mean everything. You wouldn't be able to name me any other sport that you have to be so physical one night and then the next night do the same thing over and over and over. Fighters and boxers fight 3 or 4 times a year, sometimes less. But we have to do this every night for up to 250 times a year. And we still have to keep the same intensity, the same adrenaline rush. You have to figure out how to go to sleep, how to wake up at certain times. And every day is at a different city. Sometimes you're at a different country, and the time zones are different. That's why New Japan is so tough on the trainings, because it teaches you how to be mentally tough.
We're going to be taking you guys through a number of exercises, drills, rolls, endurance, strength, stamina. We're just here to see what you have. Don't get discouraged. Just do the best you can and don't give up.
Let's go.
You really have to give up everything. It's not like a regular job. You're going to do a lot of work for very little money, a lot of travel, a lot of expenses out of your own pocket for very little money and very little thanks a lot of times. My name is Tony Kozina. I'm the head wrestling coach at the New Zealand Dojo for New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I've been in the wrestling industry for right around 24 years. First thing, we're gonna do body squats. Avi, if you don't mind showing, and we're looking at 300 of them. If you'll join them for the first bit to just get the tempo going. My journey began in January of '97. My trainer came up and he said, "You bring your gear?" I said, "Yep." And he goes, "You ready to fight?" I looked him right in the eye and I said, "Yep." And he goes, "Good, you got first match." Within a year's time, I had captured the Pacific Northwest Junior Heavyweight title 5 times, and I set my sights on the NWA Canadian Junior Heavyweight title, so I captured that in June of '99. I was holding both belts, and I said, I want to challenge for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight title. Within 7 months, I went just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and won that title. Now I was all over the U.S. In the last 5 or 6 years, went back up to Canada when Fale rang me and said, "Do you want to come to New Zealand?" Jumped on a flight to Auckland and couldn't be happier. All right, next up, we're gonna do push-ups. We're going to do 50.
As a coach, I'm looking for certain things. And the number one thing is heart. This is what they kept saying to me during my tryout. Show me heart, show me heart. When I do a tryout or when I recruit somebody, I try and gauge what their heart is telling me. How many is that?
39.
Come on, finish it off. And not just in the trainings, not in the matches they have. I see if their heart is good or their heart is tough, meaning, you know, can you handle it? Because a lot of people break in this business. Finish it off. If you want to be a wrestler, you got to finish the match. Get up, all the way down. Let's go. How bad do you want it? Come on. When I bring somebody to the table, the first question I get from all my all the other wrestlers, does he have a good heart? And that's very important. I look for somebody who's got heart.
Here we go.
Let it out, man, let it out. Let it out. How many you got? How many you got? Come on. Get it done. Up. Get up.
The talent down here, I see a lot of potential. The question is, do they want it? Are they willing to sacrifice? Do they have the attitude? Are they coachable? You know, you can have all the potential in the world, but if you don't want it, it's dead in the water. All right, give yourself some space. Next up, we're doing sit-ups. We're doing 100 sit-ups. We set the pace nice. Should be easy enough to everybody, hopefully can just stay on target.
What's the light at the end of the tunnel? I'm living proof. I'm right here. I travel the world. I make good money. I do what I want when I want to. The chance of being on TV, being famous, making good money is there. All the way up! One of my goals was to ease the burden of my parents' financials. So when I got into wrestling, I worked my butt off to really get to a point where I can take over. And 10 years later, Mom and Dad's got a new house, and I've achieved my goals. If you can't sit all the way up, stop. All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. I grew up in probably the worst area in all of New Zealand. Not many opportunities. Things have changed a little bit, but growing up in an era where there was mostly gangs around and racial animosities against each other, but that gave me pretty much a motivation to try and get out of where I was. And that's why I'm here, in this place. I just came back from the United States after Japan sent me there for a year. And I was lucky enough to get into the Mark Hunt camp. And we became friends. He was living right here by the waterfront. When I come to visit him, I used to tell myself, one day I'm gonna live here too. The beautiful thing about New Zealand is everything. Auckland, I just look out here and I'm motivated because everything's so nice, quiet, beautiful, and the air is clean. I recommend it to everybody. I don't know how they found me. Since COVID hit, it pretty much stopped any progress that we had of bringing tours to New Zealand and Australia. Stopped me from going back and forth to Japan. Before, I used to come back once a month after every tour, and now it's after every couple of months because our borders are pretty strict. On the positive side, it's given me the opportunity to focus on New Zealand, focus on the dojo, New Zealand Dojo, and try and find more talent and grow the business and our brand, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Growing up in New Zealand, I went to a school named De La Salle, and it was predominantly island guys, and these guys were so talented. They used to call us the sleeping giants because these guys were huge. I was regarded as one of the big guys back then. I go back there and I feel small next to these kids. It's very diverse in talent. We're naturally gifted in sports and entertainment. So the talent here in New Zealand is vast. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go.
It's a rags to riches lifestyle. It is a what have you done for me lately industry. Push yourself.
34.
Good, good. Keep moving, keep moving. Get your 50 in, do not cheat yourself.
A lot of our guys end up depressed, some suicidal. You've got to be really tough up here to be a wrestler. And most wrestlers are a little bit crazy. So I go into the ring expecting the other person to be a little bit tough up here. There you go.
That's it. Hey!
Okay, get some water, get some water.
Right.
The next 3 months, we are gonna be doing exactly what we do in Japan.
Way up there now. Hey! Gotcha.
So most of the trainings we do here is pretty much mimicking what we do in Japan. The only thing that's different would be the language. So there's gonna be a lot of crying, a lot of fighting amongst the guys. There's gonna be relationships that are gonna be formed. Relationships, they're gonna be broken. So a lot of these things come into play.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12.
Everybody come on in here and gather around the outside. Pop yourself up. We're doing 3 minutes. Always gonna be working to get high, high, high. Try to touch that nose to the canvas. That's what ultimately we want.
Higher, higher, higher.
Guys walk in, starting our 3-month intake, that don't look like they bring anything to the table, and within 3 months, they blossom into something fantastic. I'm not saying they're ready to get in the ring, but wow, the transformation is astonishing, and it's because of their attitude. You got it. There you go. Go right down. Oh, you were right there.
Left to right.
3, 2, 1, and time. That mindset of, I can do it. I'll give it a try. Let's make it happen. Let's go. Never done that before. Okay, let's give it a shot. Attitude means everything.
Okay, to conclude our tryout, we usually give you a chance to appeal, meaning you get a chance to show us what kind of talent you can show off.
Get out of your comfort zone. Don't be embarrassed. You know, you'll be fighting in front of 10,000 people if all goes well, and you can't be embarrassed there.
I'm going to be doing a headstand into a kick-up, but the only way I'm going to do the kick-up is if everybody here is making noise for me, all right? Yeah. Not that sort of noise.
You said noise.
Let's do it!
I don't really have anything at all. Separately.
Well, mommy.
If I had to say a natural talent I have,
I've always felt that no matter where I went, I had the ability to make strong connections with people. And that doesn't necessarily mean that everyone loved me or liked me, but they felt some type of way about me strongly.
I'm not the biggest amongst all of you, I know that. I know where I belong. I belong in junior heavyweight wrestling. I want to be there with Jushin Thunder Liger. I want to be at the top. I want to elevate it. My name is Banjo Powers. I am the hot shot. None of you will forget me.
I do have a background in military. I do have a background in boxing, kickboxing, karate, and I have done freestyle wrestling. So with all that said, I'd like to incorporate that into a potential career as a professional wrestler.
Well, you guys just got a taste of what it feels like to train for New Japan, okay? And what we did was what, 2.5 hours? Usually we do 4 to 6 a day. We're gonna send all our footage back to Japan, and they will get back to us maybe 2 or 3 days, and then we'll get in contact with you guys. So what do you think? How was that?
There's a few guys I think that had promise.
There was that one kid from Australia.
Yeah.
You know, for me, if you fly across the world or you fly overseas to give something a try, that's hunger to me.
Right out of the chute, he was showing heart.
The
Big
Samoan
one.
kid.
Small one. Yeah.
Samoan kid.
Yeah.
I liked him because he was all business.
I like that fighter. I didn't catch his name. Bald guy.
He injured his knee because the night before he was fighting
King of the Ring.
King of the Ring.
Yeah.
That's the New Zealand
Yeah.
nationals for kickboxing.
For me, the guys that stuck out. Someone, kid, Australian guy, the fighter.
If it were up to me, I'd take all of them because they all showed up.
I guess the office ultimately.
You know, we only had 3 spots to give away, so we don't have any room. There's another test in itself. If you get an acceptance letter, you gotta drop everything and go.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to teach these kids how to be disciplined, because that's the fastest way you can get from A to B. Instead of all this bullshit, no, handout, I want it. No, fuck off. You
Hand down
fucking
here.
work for it.
Take my chicken bones. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Nah.
Gimme. Okay, I'll give it to you. Welcome. You're all here because you guys want to get somewhere, either Japan or wherever else in your life. Some of you guys have been here before. You know what it takes. Some of you guys have been to Japan. It's even harder than what you go through here. If you want to get there, follow what we say, take our advice, and you will be guaranteed to get to where you want to go. Unfortunately, because of COVID, half of your team ain't here. But we'll make do with you guys for now until they get here. Don't get discouraged if we come down on you hard, because we're doing this for you. We're doing this because it was the same thing done to us, so we can get to where we are. We're gonna be hard, we're gonna be tough, but we're gonna be fair.
Welcome, guys, to the intake. I'm just looking forward to seeing what everyone has, and what I'm looking for in particular is a person who has heart, common sense, and the will to succeed. But make no mistake, if you fuck up, I'm literally gonna fuck you up, big time. Okay, this is no joke. I wear this uniform with actual pride, and it means a lot. And this should mean a lot to you guys too. You guys have all sacrificed to get here, so congratulations on taking the first step. but this is only the beginning of your journey.
Welcome, everyone. I just want to say good luck, you know. It's going to be a long road, but easy road if you make it easy for yourself. This journey can either begin with you or end with you, okay? So it's up to you how you want to take it and how you want to approach it.
I want you guys to show me your raw. Right now. Go ahead. When you get in the ring, doesn't matter if you're... you have to be on point. If somebody turns up, somebody says, Mike, what do you say?
Hey!
Mana.
Hey!
Ready at all times. This is the Lion's Raw. Right now, I hear about 10% of your raw. By the end of this intake, I want 110%. I want you guys to yell raw so loud that Japan and America and England hears your raw.
We're here to create wrestlers. And if someone's gonna take a shortcut, the excuse is, well, I've gotta do X, Y, Z. This ain't for you. I'll tell you right fucking now. It ain't gonna be for you. If you're here for 1 week, you can ascend to the top. Japan wants you, they want you.
You know, we're not gonna just put anyone through just because we feel sorry for you and your circumstances. It doesn't work like that. This is a business. It's a lonely business too. And you have to sacrifice a lot. And you're gonna find that very soon. So enjoy yourselves today, because come tomorrow, we ain't gonna be laughing tomorrow.
It's very intense. You won't find anywhere else in the world that's as hard as Japan. People may think that they are training as hard as Japan, but they're not.
Right now, I'm in a house where everyone is gunning for that same thing, you know? He's not giving up. He's not giving up. You know what I mean? So I can't give up.
Get it fucking right this time. I'm not fucking starting again. If I'm starting again, I'm coming after you, motherfuckers.